Hey everyone, it's Natasha at the library, and today we're going to be looking at a really excellent resource for all readers. It's a website called Fantastic Fiction, and to access it, you just open up your internet browser, which I've already done here, and you can type in fantasticfiction.com and hit enter. So this is the website that we're going to be looking at today. The first thing that I want to show you on this website is a really basic searches that we at the library do every single day when people are looking for books, and that's just simply to search for authors and for books. So the first thing is at the top here, you can see a search bar where you can search for an author, or you can search for a book title, and you can search for a series title. We frequently search for an author. So let's say, for example, that you're looking for a David Baldacci book. You can type in David Baldacci, and you can see his name pops up here. So you can click on that. And then it brings you to the author's page, where you can see we have a little author bio. Underneath that, we have the genres that he typically writes in. You can see some new books that are being published soon. And then really useful is a list of all the books that this author has published. It always starts off with this series that the author has published. You can see the name of this series at the top, and then a list in order of all the books that are in that series, as well as the year that they were published in. This is really useful if you're reading through a series and you don't know what book is the next one in the series. So for example, if you're reading the Camel Club series and you just finished Stone Cold's, you've just read the third book and you need the fourth one. You need to know what the title is of the fourth one, so you can look it up and see that it's Divine Justice. If you continue to scroll down, you can see all of the series that the author has written. And then you get to standalone novels as well, collections and novellas. And then down here, you can see books that the author recommends, which is really cool. If you really like an author and you want to read something that they would be interested in, you can check that out here. And also useful if you keep scrolling down. If you get to the bottom, you can see a list of authors that other people have looked at as well. So generally, these authors tend to be sort of read-alike authors that are very useful if you're looking for a reading recommendation and say you like David Baldacci, then you could maybe check out Michael Connelly or James Patterson, and you might like those authors too because they're kind of similar. So that's the very basic searches that we at the library do every single day. We use the site for that. But there's actually a lot of other really cool things to do on this website. So if we scroll up, I'm just going to bring us back to the main page here. So you can see on the main page, they have a couple of really cool things. Right here, you can see all the best-selling fiction books at the moment. You can sort this in different formats. So say you only listen to audiobooks, you can search through that, or you can just look at all formats. It also has this sort of little sneak peek area of coming soon books. So these are books that are going to be published in the next few weeks or months that are by popular authors that Fantastic Fiction thinks that a lot of people are going to be interested in. And if you keep scrolling down, we have these other cool pages here. We have a page of awards. If you click on that, it will list a bunch of bookish awards that you can go into and look at. So let's say you want to look at the Hugo Award. You can take a look here. You can see which books were nominated and which book was the winner, and it's divided by years. So there's 2014, 2013. And we'll just go back here. You can also search by countries, which is kind of a cool feature. Say you want to read some books by authors that are from different countries. You can search by that. So maybe you want to read a book by an author who's from Australia. So you can see it's here. It also will tell you how many authors that fantastic fiction has that are from Australia. So let's click on that. And then it will give you a list of all of these authors. It will tell you which ones have new books at the moment and how many books they have written. It also has this really cool feature where it has little stars beside the author's name. So you can see this author here has 4 stars. Here's some that only have 1 star. So this star system is these authors are the more popular authors. So ones that have 1 star are, more popular than the ones that have no stars, but the ones that have 4 stars are the most popular authors. This is based only on the number of searches on fantastic fiction, though. And if we go back again, go back to the main page, you can also look at years. So let's say you wanted to look at a book from a very specific year. Maybe you wanted to look at all the books that were published in 2020. You can take a look at this. It will show you some of the award-winning books from 2020 and a lot of nominated ones as well. So that's a good resource to see some of the best books of the year. And we go back to the main page again. You can see down here we have an option to browse authors, and it does this alphabetically. So if you're just, looking for some new authors to read, you just want to browse through a few, maybe you just start at the A's, take a look. Again, it does tell you which ones have new books, how many books they have, and it gives you this popularity system on the side. It also has this really cool genre pages. So let's say you really only like a specific genre, you can search specifically for that genre and books that are published in it. So maybe you really like mysteries. So you can see here, it will give you all of the best-selling mysteries at the moment. It will give you, again, you can search by format. So you can change it. Again, if you're an audiobook reader, you really only want to see the best-selling audiobooks, you can do that. But other than that, it gives you all the best-selling mystery books. So you can see the title, it tells you the author of the book, and it also tells you what series, if it is published in a series, it tells you the name of the series and what book number it is in that series. It also tells you, again, over here, all of those coming soon books, but these ones are specifically for that mystery genre. And it goes down. It also gives you the most popular mystery authors. So again, if you're looking for some new authors, this is a great resource to search for some new authors in a genre that you already know you like. And also at the top, it does show you the See Also section, which is more like other genres that are closely related to mystery that you might also want to explore. Okay, so let's go back to the main page again. And if we scroll up to the top, you'll see we have a section of new authors. So this is a cool section to explore if you want to look for some new books, maybe something that you haven't read before. You can browse through here. It does give you an option to filter it a little bit by genre. You can also see it tells you how many books there are by these new authors, and you can also sort it. So right now it's being sorted by most popular, but you can also change it to book title, release date, or author surname. Similar to this, at the top, we also have new books. So this here is books that have been published recently. You can adjust this, so it has right here books that are released in the last 30 days. You can also change that to the last 7 days if you're looking for something really new, or the last 90 days if you want something just fairly new. Again, you can sort by the format and you can sort by genre. And also most popular, or the book title, release date, author surname, depending on how you want to browse through these books. Also at the top here, you can see a coming soon section. This is a more expanded section that of the little coming soon section that you see on the side of the main page. So this is going to give you a lot more results. As you can see here, there's over 5,000 books that are being released in the next 90 days. But again, you can change to that here, so you can look at all the new books that are being published in the next 7 days. If you want to see what's going to be coming out in the next week or so, you can see that here. And again, it gives you the option for format and to filter your genres if you're looking for something more specific. We also have at the top a most popular section. So this is going to give you some of the popular books that are being published in this month. So right now we're looking at February 2021. We can change that if you want to look at maybe the most popular books from January 2021. You can see what those are, or if you want to go back even further, you can do that. We also have a top authors section here. So this is going to give you the top authors that are being searched for through fantastic fiction right now. So again, another cool way to, if you wanted to search for new authors, it does give you quite a few here. If you go down, so 260 of the most popular authors that are being searched for at the moment. And finally, a really cool thing that fantastic fiction gives you is the opportunity to create an account with them. So up here at the top, you'll see a sign up section where you can create an account, or we'll just sign in today so I can show you what that looks like. So once you've created an account, you can use it as a way to keep track of your reading. So you can, as you can see here, you can mark authors that you would like to follow. You can also mark books. So if you come across a book in your browsing that you think, hey, I'd really like to read that at some point, but I need a way to remember it, you can add it to your book wish list, and I'll show you how to do that in a minute. And you can also keep track of books that you've read. So again, maybe you're browsing, and again, maybe you're looking at those David Baldacci books and you're thinking, hey, I'm not sure if I've actually read this or not. This is a good way to be able to keep track of books that you've already read. So let's go take a look at these new books again. And let's say I'm really interested in this new Lisa Gardner book, and I can add it to my wish list right here. So you can see the wish list has been updated. So if we go back to our account here, we can see that we have one book that has been added to our wish list. If we click on that, we can see that our one book has been added. And it will also give us some similar books to ones that are on our wish list. And this will grow and get more tailored to your taste the more books that you add to that wish list. So similarly, let's go back to the new book section. And let's say I've read this new Krista Hanna book. So we can add it to my books because I've already read it. And then we'll go back to my account. And we can see books you've read, one has been added here. We can click on that. And this is where the books are going to show up that we've already read. So you see one Kristen Hanna book, and then we can go back and look at her page. So these will keep updating. The more that you read or the more authors that you follow, the more recommendations will get added to your page, and Fantastic Fiction will actually make recommendations for you based on the books you're adding to your wish list and the books you've read. So in this little section here of recommendations, and I haven't followed enough books or marked enough books at the moment, so they are not making any recommendations, but as you add more, they will add those appropriate recommendations for you. So that wraps up our brief little look at Fantastic Fiction. I hope you learned a little bit about this and find that Fantastic Fiction can be a really valuable resource for you in your reading. Thanks for joining me today. Bye.